here for the final, the championship game of the Maritime Football League between the first place Moncton Mustangs and the third seed Fredericton Fleet. First year back in the league, getting ready for an exciting, hard-hitting game here. Chris Corey on the call, joined by the president of the New Brunswick Football Officials Association, Ray Dunn, on the call this evening as we're just getting set here for the official kickoff to get this championship matchup underway. Again, Moncton coming off a big win last week of the Southern NB Ducks to punch their ticket here to the final. Fredericton in what has to be considered an upset. The 3 seed beating the 2 heavy favored St. John Wanderers in St. John to earn their berth here in the final, their first year back in the league, formerly the Fredericton Gladiators. Apparently the toughest offense to go against here in the league. Looking forward to seeing them in action as the Mustangs are going to be kicking in the black uniforms to the Fleet in purple as the whistle is in. And we are off in this championship matchup here at Rocky Stone Field as the kickoff fielded at the goal line here. Oh, and a nice tackle downfield.
Another great kick by Ben George to start off this game, Chris. This is going to be a great game between two good football teams. Ball was caught down at the 2-yard line. He's coming up, and the Mustangs were able to trap him, take him down, and the ball's going to be around the 25-yard line, 26-yard line.
Looks to be at the 26 here. Nice tackle by Sam Alonson there on the kickoff. Mark McDougall, believed to be the former Tantramar product here. Now residing in front, and they go empty backfield out of the gun. Oh, intercepted on the first play! The Mustangs! And that's number 14, Hunter Sturgeon.
Yeah, that ball was intercepted by 22, Israel Lunga. He plays at St. Mary's Huskies. Watch this play. He's deep in a zone pattern. As soon as he sees the ball coming, Chris, he jumps up, makes that catch. Here it is right now. Watch this. Sturgeon drops back, makes a quick throw. Alunga comes in from the backfield, picks that ball up, and it's first down Mustangs.
Looks like Sturgeon's receiver was going on a bit of a fly route there. Asim, he was throwing it more like he was expecting him to run a bit of a post, threw it to the middle, and an interception. Good job there by Alunga to keep that ball off the turf. Doesn't look like it touched the ground, and not that there's video replay anyway. Either way, Moncton's going to have great field position here out of the gate. It looks like they're marking him down from where the interception was, so no run back. So the Mustangs going to start their first offensive drive inside Fleet territory here at the 42 as Dan Comfort, and they're going heavy backfield here out of the set. And the handoff to Ellis off left tackle. He's taken down for about a gain of 4. But interesting adjustment here for the Mustangs. You're going to see this big heavy set with Caldwell, 99 in the backfield.
Yeah, and this is what the Mustangs are going to do. They've done this all season long. They're not going to change anything. They're going to give the ball to Ellis. They're going to give it to their other crop of running backs. They're going to line up behind Caldwell, and they're going to be going that formation for a big part of the day.
Moncton very big, both offensive line and defensive line, as Ellis again off the left side, bounces it out. Nice tackle there by number 20 from the Fleet. It's going to be James Curtis.
And see, that's what that does. So you got Caldwell going up the middle, just off the tackle. And Fredericton's going to go towards him because that's where the ball carrier's coming. But then you got a running back like Ellis that has the ability to bounce outside the line. That's where they're going to be looking to pick up some extra yards. They do have a holding against them on this play here, Chris.
That's sort of...
They have holding on them in this play, so that's going to take them back. It's going to be second and about 15 now.
So that'll negate the second down run here by Ellis. But that's something Moncton... not uncharacteristic. We haven't seen a whole lot of penalties here the last couple of weeks offensively on behalf of the Mustangs. But you're going to see, again, 99, Brandon Caldwell. That's really going to be the key here that you want to key on defensively. The former D lineman from Acadia. And they're right through the hole as Ellis. And you're going to see Caldwell open that up here for him. He's going to take you to the play. But, again, running up the middle the Moncton Mustangs with ease.
Right up the middle. Look at Caldwell. Big block right there, and Ellis just does the rest. He'll pick up 5-10 yards every time once Caldwell opens the hole for him like that.
It helps when you don't get touched till you're about 7 or 8 yards downfield.
Absolutely. Well, look at the size of this Caldwell. He's 6'3", 315 pounds, Chris. So that's a big blocker to have in front of you.
That's a big blocker, former D lineman out of Moncton High and Acadia. And they've basically weaponized him, turned him over to the offensive side of the ball, and really use him to really lead this run game here for the Mustangs. And now we've got a Mustang player down, which could be trouble here for the Mustangs. That's going to be number 60. Looks like he got rolled up on here a little bit. That play, Dio Gracias Muete, out of l'Odyssée High School. He's been a big part of this offensive line here all year.
He has. And just to go back to Caldwell for a second, I mean, they've got him listed as a running back, but he's playing that fullback position. He's in there. He's going to lead guys through the line. Let's see what takes place here.
You're going to see number 60.
Yeah, and that's what. See what happens is Aubrey Ellis just catches him in the back of the legs there. Ran into his own player. He was going down into the back of 60's legs there.
That's where you get your high ankle sprains. That's going to be tough to come back from. I mean, the physiotherapists work wonders here. Some tape and some courage might get him back in the game, but those high ankle sprains you get rolled up on like that, it's going to be hard.
And he's a big boy too. He's 6'1", 288 pounds. So you gotta. That's a big body you got to replace on that line.
Now the benefit for the Mustangs, they're deep on the bench, carrying about 59 players here on the roster. No shortage of big bodies. That's Comfort waiting for the play to be whistled in, staying with this big formation. They hand off to McKecker and off the right side out of Mount Allison. He's going to be brought down there. Still short of a first down, so bringing up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and same play here now. So we're going to just run it offside. See, once again, he's following Caldwell right up the field. He dives. He goes inside of him on this time, picks up a couple yards. And it's going to be just short of a first down, 3rd and 2.
So Comfort getting up to the line here. Same big formation, pre-snap motion. Comfort keeps it on their naked bootleg out the back door. And that's swallowed up here by the Fredericton defense. Not fooled on that play, staying disciplined. Looks like number 21. Backside halfback probably on that. Going to be Isaac Porter.
Yeah, Fredericton was really disciplined here. Look at number 53, Reed McKay. He stayed disciplined there. He was waiting for that play to come outside, whether it was a running back or Comfort in this case, and they were able to hold him. The sticks are going in for a measurement, Chris, but I think this is going to be short myself, just from my viewpoint from up here. And it is. It's short by half a ball.
Just a couple chain links. And good job there by that defender from the Fleet. Again, 21. Turner basically turning that play in quick and not letting Comfort bounce it to the outside to extend that run to pick up the first. So this is a big 4th down play. Moncton electing to keep their offense on the field.
Yes, they are. And don't forget, they've got a great special teams unit, but Coach Rob Weir is keeping his offense on the field here.
Looking to set the message, and now Comfort under center, could be sneaking. He gets a push. Let's see if there's any flags.
Yeah, he went straight up the middle. The head linesman is waved for the sticks to move, and we've got a first down on that play.
So you're going to see Fredericton trying to clog the middle of the field. But again, the Mustangs' offensive line, too big, too powerful. Lowest man wins in that situation as well.
Yes, and don't forget in Canadian football, the defense has to play a full yard off the ball. That does help the offense on a quarterback sneak like that, where versus American football, the D-line's right there.
Yep.
So, that is a little of an advantage for the offense here in Canadian football.
When you need 2 chain lengths and the defense has to give you a yard, that's an advantage, obviously, for the offense. As we see another run here off the left side. Again, Moncton trying to establish a line of scrimmage with that big offensive line, and that's McCackern again doing a nice job there inside the tackles.
McCackern picks up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Anytime you can crank out 5 yards per carry between the hash marks in the middle of the field, just leaning forward, that's how you establish dominance on the offensive line and really establish control here of the game.
Absolutely, and that's what these running backs have been doing all year for the Mustangs.
Comfort again with the fake inside to McCackern. Not fooled this time. The Fleet, again, number 53, already with a couple big plays here defensively. Reed McKay.
Yeah, here comes McCackern. He's going right up, but look at that. The Fleet is right there. They got 3 defenders. That ball comes out late, but he was ruled down by contact. It's still Mustangs ball. It's going to be 3rd down and 6.
Looks like number 60 was in on that play as well, although he's not listed here in the roster sheet, but Turner Surgeon as well. Big stick there for Fredericton. If they can hold Moncton to a field goal at this point, that would be a win defensively. It's about 3rd and 7. And Comfort going to the air, lots of time, up over the middle for a post. Oh, it's out of the back of the end zone, too far for his intended receiver.
Comfort was looking for a couple guys there. You could see he was looking, pump, looks, finally throws it. He's got 2 guys out there, just put it a little bit too far, which didn't put 6 up. Here comes the special teams unit. The Mustangs are going to try the field goal here and go for 3.
Comfort looks like he was looking for Brant Guimau there on that post. But again, for Fredericton's defense to come out here after that interception off the first play from the line of scrimmage for the Fleet to hold Moncton, who started inside the 42, to a field goal. That's a win for their defense if they can just allow that. If there's no razzle-dazzle here in a fake field goal, but if they can hold them to 3 points, that's a win for the Fleet. Lots of leg from Ben George as he cranks it through, and like you had mentioned off the opening, weapon in Ben George, lots of hidden yardage here in the punt and the kickoff game, but as well putting points on the boards here.
That's right. When you've got a field goal unit that can come on and you've almost guaranteed yourself 3 points, why not take a shot at taking the early lead, right? You don't want to. It was 4th and 6 there. You might as well take the 3 points rather than gamble early on in the game. Put points on the board. Usually the first team that scores, there's a high chance that team wins a ball game.
Interesting to see how Fredericton adjusts. They came out empty backfield, throwing the ball on 1st down before. Sturgeon likes to hand off inside. Going to be tough sledding in there for the Fleet, but that's going to be Xavier Malone.
Yep.
And Matt Rose, number 11.
Flag down on the play.
We'll wait to see the flag here, but that looks like 85. Is it from?
Here comes our referee. So we have holding on the offense. We're going to go back 10 yards. It's going to be 1st down and 20 for the Fleet. They tried to run the ball inside there, but look at that defensive line for the Mustangs. That's some big bodies in there to try to run up the A gap.
That's Cam Hayward. We're 25 here for the Fleet. Play action. Oh, Sturgeon has it batted down. Quick pressure there by the Mustangs.
Yeah, Zach Cormier got his hand up on that one and knocked that ball down. That's going to bring up 2nd down, but was definitely play action pass. He was looking out to the outside, and Zach Cormier just had his hands right up. It's a good thing for Sturgeon. This ball actually hit the ground.
He's lucky again. Sometimes that ball can pop up, and that would be a walk-in touchdown for the defender. But Sturgeon going to the air again. Oh, and he's got a receiver down the sideline. That's number 3, Dom Hall.
What a big throw by Hunter Sturgeon here. He's got a good arm. Watch this ball. It is crisp out of his hand. Gets it down beyond the 3 DBs downfield to number 3 for a big first down for the Fredericton Fleet. And that's that offense you were talking about at the beginning of the game.
But that's a big play, too, to get this defense to back off a bit and give a bit of a cushion to help the run later. As Hayward again. Looks like he picks up 4 or 5 here on first. I don't know if he's related to Hammerhead Hayward, who used to play for the Steelers. But a good run. Hey, bounced that outside after that gap was filled.
That's a great run, and it's exactly like you said. The DBs all dropped back a little bit there. Hunter Sturgeon saw that, handed the ball off, and he picked up 5 yards on that play.
You always like a good gunslinger, too, as a quarterback. You get picked off your first play, you come back out, and you just keep chucking it as they hand off again inside. Hayward again, pounding. That's impressive. This Mustang defense is hard to run against, especially between the tackles.
It is, and we don't have any stats up here as far as the Fredericton players go, but that looks like a pretty big running back to me, Chris. So if he can keep putting his nose down like that and picking up those 4 or 5 yards, those DBs are gonna come up closer line of scrimmage and make plays open downfield.
That brings up a first down here for the Fleet as Sturgeon rolling it was low, shovel pass inside. Good job there by Hayward to hang on to it. Might pick up a couple, but they're gonna set that up later in the game, and I think they'll work to something off of that.
They will. Sturgeon is a running back that likes to roll out and make plays downfield. In the game that I officiated him this year, he had me running sideline to sideline as official, and I don't really like that, but the kid does have speed in the backfield.
Helps too to move the pocket of Sturgeon. Nice ball out to the flat. Another big pickup and a first down. That's going to be Jason Copperweight.
Yep.
Nice reception there.
Mustangs look like they're in a zone defense here, and Copperweight just ran out about 10 yards. Wide open. Sturgeon finds him. That's another Fleet first down.
Looks like he was tackled there by Riley Wesley. Playing corner. Now Fredericton all of a sudden on the march. Back to the shotgun. Inside to Hayward. Nice tackle there. Looks like Rose. He may be a little banged up here. Might be a bit of a stinger. Going to watch number 11. He's going to fill this hole. Ooh, good job there by 92.
Yeah, good play by 92 there to get in there and make that tackle. But look, at Fredericton is showing right now they are not afraid to throw the ball. They're not afraid to run the ball. And they're just going to keep chipping away at the Mustangs. Make a couple plays here and there, and when the time is right, like Sturgeon has shown you, he can make that big play downfield. So we got some big changes in today's game, Chris. So this game has been officiated all year by a 6-man system. Because it's the championship, we've gone to a 7-man officiating system. And it's just like the pros today. We've got a pro crew out there, led by our head referee, number 13, Andrew Bubar.
They brought in the pros for this one. I'm not sure if that's why you're in the booth or...
That's why they put me up here. They wanted the 7 best officials up there. They said put Ray up in the booth.
El Presidente's in the booth. Another run inside here with Hayward. Might get a yard or two here.
Yeah, Moncton's just jamming in there. You can see the linebackers flying in there. They want to shut down this run up the middle for sure.
It's Xavier Malone and Terrace in there, number 59.
I mean, what Moncton really needs to do is they need to get pressure on Sturgeon, get him outside of the tackles, get him out into open field, trying to make those plays downfield.
Let's see what Sturgeon's got dialed up here. Going to the air again. Quick hit. Out the Copperweight. Looks like he's got first down marker.
That's a first down for sure. Got out of bounds just beyond the first down post. Look at this. Sturgeon drops back. He's looking over there right away. 8 is open again. Makes up the catch, gets his feet in. He's out of bounds for a first down.
Now, Moncton, pretty much all year, they're fortunate. They can usually generate pressure with just their front four, their defensive line, and not have to blitz where they can drop 8 into coverage. But let's see what they have dialed up here defensively. They're still in a 4-3, and they're bringing pressure up the middle as they run with Hayward. That stuffed. I think the ball was out late there. Probably a gain of a yard or two, but I think they brought Malone through the A gap.
Yeah,
We'll
they brought him
on
up.
the replay.
They brought him up that way for sure. Moncton pressured once again. This ball does come loose, but the referee had him down by contact.
So
you can see it come out late there, but his knee was already touching the ground. As soon as his knee touches the ground, the whistle's dead or the play's dead.
Malone unable to make the play in the A gap, but Zach Terrio cleans that up. Oh, good pick up there as going to the air, Sturgeon. Back to that slot streak, but good pick up there in pass coverage by Hayward too.
Yeah, you're going to see Sturgeon throw the ball right over the middle. He had man-on-man coverage there. Just the receiver wasn't able to come down with the ball. He was a little bit behind him on that pass.
A little bit similar to the same play. First play they ran from scrimmage, which was intercepted, but trying to hit those seams with their slot receivers. As Sturgeon again here on third down. Oh, looking to the end zone. Oh, broken up.
Great play by the defender here. Gets his hand in there right at the right time. Watch this. He rips a ball into the end zone and just gets his hand in to knock that ball away.
May have been a little early. Looking for Mark McDougall. That ball on his back shoulder. If he would have led him more to the middle of the field, he could have made that catch.
He can really zip the ball, though. He's got a good arm on him.
He's out there slinging it. And that's something the Mustangs, they've seen them twice earlier this year. He's got trips to the left. He's looking right. Oh, he's got a screen set up to Hayward. Just tipped away at the last minute by Zach Cormier.
Yeah, Zach Cormier breaks this down. See what Sturgeon did there. A little bit different than the rest of his throws because he's really been stepping into the ball nice. He tried to throw that off the back foot. Couldn't get the ball over Zach Cormier. And again, another lucky non-interception on that play.
Now that was on fourth down as well, so that's going to generate a turnover. But a good drive by that Fredericton offense to get down inside the 15 here, the Mustangs. They're not coming away with any points. But a lot better for their defense than starting out inside their 40. As Dan Comfort back to work here for the Mustangs in the backfield. Another handoff off the right side.
Yeah, Moncton's going back to what they do best. Look at Caldwell over on the left side of the line. He goes up the middle, and right behind him comes the running back for a couple yards. But Fredericton again, Fredericton's playing a tight defense and not giving up any big yardage right now.
So that was Fogarty on the carry, the third tailback here for the Mustangs. So nice to have a rotation here as well to keep guys fresh. Fredericton in a bit of a cover two here. Look, a 4-2. Comfort going to the air. He's going deep. Oh! He was looking for Guimont. But broke it up nicely there by the DB from Fredericton, number 5. Mike McSorley.
Comfort wanted to show Sturgeon, look, I've got an arm too. He wanted to put the ball up there. The ball fluttered a little bit. I think Comfort's throwing into the wind on this play. And the DB, number 6, was able to get his hand up and knock that ball away.
Good job. He had his head turned around looking at the ball the whole way. That's the benefit of being in zone. You can sort of peek into the QB a little bit. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 here for the Mustangs, as they're backed up on their own 14. So big play here for the Fleet defense if they can get off the field on 3rd down. They go with the reverse. Looking for the edge. That's going to be Nathan Treitz.
We got a flag down, by a deep official, which is interesting because that was a running play out to the right-hand side of the field.
So good job there. 53 again, all over the field.
Here comes our referee. So we got holding against Moncton. The penalty was declined. It's going to be 4th down Moncton. So great job by this Fredericton defense to keep the Mustangs pinned back. And now Ben George is going to be deep in his end zone to kick this ball away. Although
it's never really deep for George. He's got a leg. Again, he may outkick the cover team here at midfield. But Reed McKay, another big play there. That slot reverse they used with tremendous success last week against St. George. As the Fleet, that's picked up just inside the 50. Still on his feet. That's number 3 for the Fleet, Dom Hall.
Great
short
catch,
hands.
Great catch by Dom Hall. He didn't take a knee. He was able to get some return yards on this play. Look at this. See, perfect. He stays upright. Gets a little bump there from his own player. Still fighting for yards. And gets down. It's going to be Fredericton's ball. Now, what's interesting about that play, a lot of times in Canadian football, you'll see the kicking team just give up a safety deep in your end of the field like that. But when you've got a leg of a Ben George to get the ball downfield, but this is still tough for the Mustangs defense here.
So that's going to bring the ball out to the 30 here, and Sturgeon back the end, intercepted again! And that's going to be Rose ahead of Steve O, and he's all the way down, and Sturgeon with the touchdown-saving tackle. But again, instead of bringing pressure, they dropped out.
Yeah, he releases this ball right away. He didn't. The receivers hadn't even finished the formation, and or the route, and he throws the interception. Not happy with it, and makes the tackle himself downfield. Love to see a quarterback make up and come back and make the tackle on his own interception.
Saved 6 points there on that play. Did Sturgeon. But again, second interception here in the first quarter. 25 seconds left here. The Mustangs leading 3-0. But changing the momentum here too, where Fredericton knocking on the doorstep inside the Mustangs 30. All of a sudden the Mustangs taking over on the Fleet's 35. With a chance to put some more points up on the board here with the successful drive.
We're going to time out by the Mustangs. Here's some other big news in this game. I believe they've changed the name of the cup that they play for. It used to be called the Maritime Bowl, but I believe they've changed to Terry McIntyre Cup. And if you can see down at the 40-yard line, we have two celebrities in the on the side of the field. We got Terry McIntyre himself in the white hat, and we have the president of the MFL, Jamie Edwards, have both made the trip up from Fredericton for this game today.
I believe Bobby McIntyre plays for the Mustangs, would be, I believe,
number
son
6,
for Terry.
that's right.
But the Maritime Football League, and again, great to see Fredericton have a team back on the field this year. Formerly the Gladiators had taken a hiatus for a year or two, and then obviously with COVID, able to get back on the gridiron this year and find themselves in the final here against the Mustangs as they go with that slot sweep to Guimont. He's looking for the corner. Oh, nicely sniffed out by the DB. The right corner here for the Fleet. Looks like number 21.
I've been waiting for this play. They ran this play so successful last week, and I was looking for this play earlier on third down when they ended up kicking the field goal. But Fredericton was waiting for that. The Mustangs only picked up a couple yards. Last week against the Ducks, they had a lot of room on the outside, and it just wasn't there on this play.
Isaac Porter on the tackle. Fredericton in more of a 4-2 here look with a cover 2 safety, but a lot better edge play. They were running that on the Ducks all day in that 4-4. Oh, nice little counter. Oh, and a fumble! And picked up by the Fleet! Number 88.
Number 99.
99.
99
I just see
comes
double
up with
numbers.
this.
So that's Nathan Clark.
Yeah, this was the kind of a sneak counter play by the Mustangs, and the handoff just wasn't crisp. Ellis was looking for the ball. It comes out. 99 makes the interception. And another big tackle by a quarterback as Dan Comfort chops down the big man at his knees.
Put that on the highlight tape when you're tackling D linemen. But Rob Schofield, number 44, basically causing that fumble.
We've got quarter
tackle.
time here, and where both teams are switching sides here. And we're going to have Fredericton now going the other direction. And I believe it's against the wind. It's tough to tell those flags today on the flag post, but
yeah. Looks like they're going into the breeze. Sturgeon, who back to the gun as well. Oh, and Hayward falling forward after contact to pick up a couple yards. But a bit of a bobbled exchange there, too. Good job by Sturgeon to
that was a great second effort by the running back there. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage, but he kept those feet moving. And he picked up another 3 to 4 yards on that play.
Good push there by the O-line for the Fleet. And again, they're going to have their hands full all day. This D-line for the Mustangs. A lot of beef. Sturgeon ace backfield again here with Hayward. Another bouncing snap back to Sturgeon. He still picks it up and slings it. That's out to number 83. Mark McDougall again. Sure-handed catch.
Great play by Sturgeon here. Again, you know, this kid has thrown 2 interceptions in this game. He's not showing any hesitancy in the backfield whatsoever. He's still slinging the ball downfield. Picks up another first down for the Fleet.
That's a good job there reading the zone. Just hooks up short of the corner. Picks up a good 10, 11 yards there and a first down here for the Fleet. Now we've got quads to the far side of the field. And a hard count to get a free play. They still run with Hayward.
Yeah, we got 2 flags down, both by the line of scrimmage. Somebody definitely jumped. It looks like defense to me. The referee's calling them in for a quick conversation. Yeah. They're both pointing towards the defense.
That's good defensive stuff by the Mustangs, but good on anytime you're playing against an aggressive defense like the Mustangs, changing up your snap count, getting them to jump into the neutral zone pre-snap. That's going to generate a couple plays. They happen to have a run game on there. If they happen to be going through the air, you have a free play. You can chuck it downfield.
Absolutely. Anytime you can pick up a free 5 yards, you're going to take it.
Sturgeon again, rolling out to his right. Under some pressure. Oh! He was looking
there wasn't
for that
really
underneath.
anybody open there. In Canadian football, the big thing that a quarterback has to do is get the ball over the line of scrimmage to avoid that intentional grounding. And that's what he was looking for there. He just got rid of that ball. With 4-down football, it's now going to be 2nd and 5. Let's just toss that play away and line up and go again.
That's the thing. If it's not there, throw it where it's not going to hurt you. And he was outside the tackle box. Obviously no intentional grounding there. Sturgeon again in the shotgun. The handoff inside to Hayward. And he's brought back here by Rose and a host of Mustang tacklers.
Yeah, here we go. Here Sturgeon hands it off to 25 again. Gets up there.
96, Ben
11.
Dunstan.
They're both in there to bring the runner down. It's going to be 3rd and about 4 to go here. Long 4. 3rd and long 4.
Dunstan, the former Trimble product. Standout defensive lineman here for the Mustangs. Sturgeon, empty backfield. He's slinging it to McDougall, who's open. Big first down, a pickup of about 20.
What a great play by Sturgeon here. Again, a little bit of a bad snap. Gets control of the ball. Finds his receiver downfield. Rips the ball in there. This kid can really throw a football.
I like his decision-making process. Obviously, he can throw the ball, but he knows where he's going with the ball at this line of scrimmage, right? He's very decisive, and throwing with authority is Sturgeon. As now, the Fleet on the 10-yard line here of the Mustangs. So he's going out to the flat, and he's got, again, looks like Dom Hall in for a touchdown. touchdown.
Dom Hall, we have a flag on the play. It's going to... Oh,
Looks like it's against the Fleet. They're pointing. It looks like it was away from the play.
must have been offsides. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Offsides on the offense. Here's our referee.
Let's have a look here at the replay. I guess we're just going to go to the huddle.
He pointed against the wrong team, but that was on the offense. That's why that touchdown doesn't count there. So we're going to redo first down, but now it's going to be first and
15.
14, yeah.
So a 5-yard penalty, 11:39 left to go here in the first half. And now Sturgeon looking to his left. A rocket out to McDougall. Doesn't go down. Nice catch in traffic.
Yeah, look at this play here. McDougall's got some good hands, and he's got some good size. He's going to give those Moncton DBs a tough time downfield because he's definitely got the size to go up and get that ball.
So that should have picked up a couple yards here on first. So it looks about 2nd and 12. Hand off inside to Hayward. He's got a hole, and he's going to score on the ground. Not something you see often.
No, Fredericton's doing what they have to do. They're tiring out that Moncton defense. And look at, here we go. Number 25 takes the ball right up the middle, wide open, untouched to the end zone. 6 points for the Fleet.
So
now, what's going to be interesting here is even these extra points today, Chris, because they had an opportunity to kick a field goal short earlier in the game. They didn't do it. So let's see how these extra points go today.
Again, we've seen special teams of the Mustangs looking to add the extra point.
That's up and through.
So again, like you said, week 5 of the season, the Fleet had a lead on the Mustangs late into the third quarter. Mustangs able to come back and keep their undefeated season intact.
I feel like football's back now, Chris. I mean, look at the crowd we got here today. The stands are 75% full. We got people down at the fence. It's good to see a good crowd at a football game again.
Great to see people in the football park. Great to hear some applause as well during the game. And glad to see some good football on the field, as I think we're in for a good showdown here in the championship match.
This is going to be a good game. We got 11 minutes left to go in the second quarter. It's 7-3 for the Fleet, and they're about to kick off to the Mustangs. Let's see what Dan Comfort can come back and generate his offense to put some points back up on the board.
So it looks like Ryan Lee kicking off here for the Fleet. That's picked up by the Mustangs. Oh, and a fumble! The ball is out, recovered by the Mustangs. Into traffic. Looks like that was Ryan LeBlanc, number 84.
Watch him come back up here. There was a high hand that came in there.
That was by Hayward, the running back.
Surprised the return man. Ball popped out, and luckily the Mustangs recovered that ball. It's going to be first down at the 35-yard line for Dan Comfort and his Mustangs.
So 10:47 left in the second quarter here before halftime. As Comfort now comes back in a more traditional set. 22, 2 receivers each side. With Caldwell and Ellis in the backfield, and Ellis swallowed up there.
Yeah, the Fredericton, look at, here comes Ellis right into the middle, but Fredericton really is containing that outside edge forcing them to go up the middle, and the inside guys are coming in and collapsing that line very quickly.
Looks like that play was made by Rob Schofield from the backside, crashing down to stop Ellis from behind. But that's the big thing, is taking on that block from Caldwell to force that run inside.
Exactly.
And that's what Fredericton has done a good
You
job
don't
of
want
so
them
far.
bouncing outside. You got to keep them from bouncing outside. Keep them running between the tackles.
So Caldwell lined up on the far left here for the Mustangs as they go with the reverse to Trites. Bit of a slot sweep. He's looking for the outside. He's swallowed up. And the Fleet able to string that sweep out. May have picked up a couple yards. Looks like about 3. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 4.
Third and 4. This is one of those plays. We talked a lot about this play last week against the Ducks, and the responsibility and of those linebackers playing sideline to sideline, and the Fredericton is playing much more disciplined, not giving up those big yardages outside the tackles.
That's Fredericton has done a good job containing the edges. Oh, they got Fredericton to bite. It's a free play for Comfort. He's looking deep. Incomplete. But he's going to get a free 5 yards here anyway. And that's the benefit of once you have that defense jump, you can chuck it even if it's incomplete. You're still getting the free 5 yards. So
take a shot downfield. You had the first down coming regardless. And that's exactly what Comfort did here. He took a shot downfield. He is, Comfort's got a great arm. He's just a little off timing with his wide receivers today. That will come as the game goes. And he's going to keep taking those shots downfield. But he will hit one of those soon because his receivers are open downfield.
He's got some chance. Almost the thing, too, with the Mustangs, when they have such a rotation, they have so many players. They rotate receivers. They rotate linemen. Sometimes you need a feel. And Comfort again to the air. Oh, caught and fall, bobbled. They're going to say that's incomplete. Bobbled out of the snap. And he was decisive in the call there.
That was almost a circus catch there. He almost had it. 84 just couldn't hold on. Ryan LeBlanc did his best to try to bring that ball in. Good for him, though, that ball hit the ground because there was 2 or 3 Fleet players in there that were looking to catch that bobble. But it is going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs.
So Comfort looking to switch it up, throwing on 1st down. Catching the Fleet by surprise. Let's see what he's got for 2nd down. Again, Caldwell out to the right. Little draw. That's McCackern. Oh, and that's read well by the linebackers here of the Fleet.
There's some good play action by Comfort on this play. Look, he goes to throw, then hands off on a draw. McCackern has it, but those Fredericton linebackers are really doing a good job coming up and attacking the ball. You have to attack the ball as a linebacker, and that's what these guys are doing here so far today.
A tackle there by Turner Sturgeon. So Hunter Sturgeon, another Sturgeon on the team, the head coach, Vince Sturgeon, I believe affiliated with the UNB Red Bombers here football program. So a lot of Sturgeons on the sideline for Fredericton. And now Comfort rolling out to his right, throwing on the run. Oh, over an intended target. Looking for Brady Newcomb.
Yeah, he was looking for Brady Newcomb's one of his targets. And Comfort came out. He's running with the grain, making a toss to his to number 8. And again, just a little timing's just a little off. He was a little bit overthrown there. And it's going to bring up Ben George, 4th down for the Mustangs.
That was a big 3rd down play there. And really a pass that's basically a layered pattern where you have Newcomb short, intermediate route, and then you have a deeper out behind it.
Exactly.
And
it's kind of an option play for a quarterback, and he took the shorter option, but just overthrew it.
So that'll bring out special teams with Ben George. Looks like there may be I was going to say there might be an onside player, but there is not. The kick is away. Mark McDougall watches it roll out of bounds here around the 31-yard line or so of the Fleet. But
you know, the one thing that you want to do as the Fredericton Fleet coming in here is you want to make sure that you don't give up a big lead quick, Just like the Ducks last week in the first quarter, Moncton put up 28 points, and that game was pretty well over at that point. Fredericton has done an excellent job. They couldn't have asked for a better situation. They're up 7-3, 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter, and they've got the ball at their own 31-yard line coming out.
And Fredericton really has been able to establish a run against this Mustang defense, which is quite hard to do here. They're pretty stout up the middle. Sturgeon now hands off again to Hayward inside, and he gets a bit of a push.
Again, it's that second effort. He keeps those legs moving. Look, they've got him right at the line. They get him at the line. He's shut deep, but he's able to pick up a couple yards on that second effort.
Ironhead Hayward falling forward, so picks up a couple yards, brings up a 2nd and 8. Moncton still in a 4-3 look here. 3 receivers to Sturgeon's left, and he's going to the air. Oh, looking for his outlet. Number 30 in the flat.
He was unable to hit his target on that one there, but with the pressure coming from the Mustangs, getting rid of the ball, that's not a bad play by the Fleet. It's still 3rd down and manageable, 3rd and 7 here.
And we've seen that Sturgeon's not afraid to go deep in the air here. He may take a shot downfield.
Just looking around the stadium here too, Chris, it looks like the wind is dying down.
Let's see if that factors in. Sturgeon is airing it out. He's looking for McDougall, who goes up. Oh! Good job of fighting for that ball. Riley Wesley.
I just want to give a huge shout out to number 83 here for Fredericton, because he's a wide receiver playing downfield. And sometimes what a quarterback needs, they need their wide receiver to be a DB. And in this case, he definitely was. Moncton was set up for a 3rd interception there, but 83 was able to knock that ball down to the ground. Now they're going to be punting the ball off to the Mustangs, but it prevents a possible 3rd pick, which you just don't need that to affect your confidence of your quarterback.
You don't need to give them that type of field position, although it was a deep throw, especially where your defense has been playing well here, and a good kick. Oh, sending, and a Fredericton bounce all the way back to the 5. Sometimes the coverage team, beats one tackle, and a good job by the Fleet getting downfield, backing the Mustangs up all the way to the 15.
Here's the thing, Chris. This is our 3rd game in a row of calling the games here on Rogers Television. And every game we talk about special teams. Over and over we talk about special teams. And sure enough, the Fredericton Fleet just showed the Mustangs, hey, we can do special teams too. Kick a bomb over the returner. And look, they've pinned the Mustangs deep into their own end zone.
And the wind may have died down a little bit. Fredericton was going into the wind, but they got off a booming kick. And who was the first guy downfield to make the tackle? The receiver, Mark McDougall, from the last play. So Moncton now, starting from the 15. Handoff inside. Some nice moves. That looks like Fogarty, number 20. Some nice feet inside.
Yeah, great play. The Mustangs need this. They needed to get back to what they do best. That's running the football, and the Mustangs were able to do that on this play and pick up a big 1st down.
Good patience there by Fogarty, too, to sort of wait for that hole to open up. And it looks like number 60, Diogracias Muete, back in the game here, the right guard for the Mustangs, which that run was behind, and Fogarty again off left guard. He's got to pick up a couple. Looks to be about 4.
Yeah, here comes the run again, following Caldwell up the middle. Picks up another 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 6. I keep looking for the Mustangs to look out to Leslie Green. I mean, he's such a talented wide receiver. Fredericton's got 2 guys kind of looking at him off the line of scrimmage. But at some point, they're going to have to get guys like Leslie Green into this ball game.
Leslie Green, number 9 here for the Mustangs in black. You'll see him lined up to the right of Comfort here wide. He's back in that 22 set. Another inside handoff to Fogarty. Looks like he's going to have the first.
Yeah, that was a great run by Fogarty here. Watch this. Comes right up the middle, goes right behind Caldwell again, lowers his shoulder, and boom, picks up another first down for the Mustangs.
That forward lean at the end, enough to pick up the yardage needed to move the chains. That looks like it might be Corey Lorette heading off to the sideline here. There's some banging going on down there between the O-line and D-line. No, that's not Lorette. Lorette's 53. Offensive lineman here for the Mustangs.
Looks like 63, Evan Melanson.
Another big boy here in Melanson. 3:30 left to go in the half. Moncton looking to answer and get some points on the board before halftime. Some pre-snap motion here, trying to get the defense to tip their hand. Comfort's changing the play. At the line, we could see an Omaha here. Checking out of it, Fredericton in a cover 2 look as they go for the run off right tackle, and he's got a big hole. It's Ellis with moves. Or that's Fogarty with the hot hand. 3rd run in a row.
Great run by Fogarty here after a big audible. Fredericton shifts towards Caldwell. Fogarty goes the opposite direction, finds lots of open space, and if it wasn't for him tripping up, he may have gone for 6 there, Chris.
Almost a bit of a wham run there where Caldwell goes down the line of scrimmage and kicks out the last defender opposite side to the run, and Fogarty able to basically run backside. Obviously keying on Caldwell, number 99, the big fullback here for the Mustangs. So same formation, just different personnel. It's Comfort with the inside handoff to Ellis. He gets out. They had that ghost motion with the slot, faking that sweep.
Yeah, Ellis tries to bounce that outside the tackle right off the bat. But again, Fredericton is playing very sound defense here. And they were able to attack that ball and bring him down to the turf as quick as possible.
So that's Turner Sturgeon again, number 22. Good read there to flow outside to the ball and make that tackle. If not, Ellis would probably still be running. A little bigger set here for the Mustangs. Oh, off right side. That's Aubrey Ellis.
Yeah, here they go right behind Caldwell once again. But again, number 53 and
so Reed McKay and Turner Sturgeon.
I think it's 68 for the defense are right on top of Ellis as he breaks through the line.
Looks like Fredericton looking to call a timeout here defensively. They've been impressive, both on the offense and the defense here in this championship matchup. 2 minutes left to go in the half.
Yeah, we're in the 3-minute time, so there's lots of time in this game clock. It's 3rd down. If Fredericton can hold them here and put them to a 4th down, they could get this ball back and have lots of time to come back downfield and put some points on the board themselves.
This is a good timeout by Fredericton. Moncton starting to get some momentum here. 3 or 4 big runs by Fogarty inside. Like I said, this is a big play, 3rd and 7. If they hold them here to a 4th and long, force a field goal attempt or a punt with a chance to get the ball back for their offense. Give them a minute to catch their breath and collect their thoughts and get set on the play they want to call, both offensively and defensively. So we'll see if Comfort goes to the air here to try to pick up this 3rd down or if they stay on the ground. Still in this big set, sort of a full house look with 2 fullbacks. 2 receivers out to the right. Oh, it's a pre-snap motion. And he's got a free play. Down to the right, the ball is up and caught by the Mustangs, in for a touchdown.
It's going to be interesting, this one. It's going to be interesting. I kind of thought it was the offense that moved there.
They're pointing to the defense.
Oh, they're pointing to the defense. That is defense.
But again, this is your hard count, free play. Just chuck it up. Even if it's intercepted, you still get your 5 yards.
That's a great play by the wide receiver, too, to adjust to the ball. You get downfield, the quarterback's going to pop one or throw one off there, and he adjusts, comes back to the ball, makes the catch, and takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. That's a big play for the Mustangs there to get points up on the board and take the lead heading into halftime here.
So pending the extra point, this will put the Mustangs in the lead 10-7. The kick is true.
That brings the score to the Mustangs 10, the Fleet 7.
So the details for the Mustangs coming into play here, going on that hard count, getting the defense to bite and taking their shot downfield to the end zone. Results in a touchdown for the Mustangs as they now lead 10-7 in a very entertaining and competitive championship matchup here at Rocky Stone Field.
Yeah, this is a great start to this game. Rogers TV couldn't ask for a better matchup between the Mustangs and the Fleet.
So again, a great job here by Rogers covering this matchup. Chris Corey, Ray Dunn on the call here for you in the booth at a well-attended and all of a sudden humid Saturday evening here at Rocky Stone Field. The Mustangs now waiting to kick off here to the Fleet. The Fleet now with the return. Oh, out to about the 35. Oh, just the 30. Gonna be Dom Hall.
Yeah, Dom Hall receives that ball, takes it straight upfield. You just want to get upfield, gets your offense in a good spot to start. And, he's got some good field position there. We've got first down at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Trevor Robichaud with the tackle there on specials downfield.
We got 1:47 left to go in the half. Again, the clock is going to stop on every play. And the Fleet have got lots of time to move this ball downfield.
Let's see what Hunter Sturgeon elects to do here on first down. He's going to the air, empties it out, and he's going deep for McDougal right out of the gate. Some pre-contact there. But looks like both defenders going for the ball.
Looks like this is going to go against the offense. He's talking to the defensive captain here. It's going to be against the offense.
So going to be a 5-yard penalty here against.
It is declined. So it's against the offense. They're going to decline it and make it second down.
So Moncton not so much concerned with the field position here. They're more concerned with the down, as now they only have 2 more attempts before possibly punting to the defense. So Sturgeon lines it up again. They try to run inside with Hayward. Bit of a gap to the outside. Ooh. Nice run.
He is a good running back.
By Ironhead
Look
Hayward.
Look at him find the holes here. He gets through the line of scrimmage. Once he gets into open field, this kid can run the football.
He's a load to take down, so that was
I don't know if I would have
Riley Wesley.
I don't know if I would have declined that penalty. I would have accepted that penalty and made it 1st and 15.
They may have a little discussion about that at halftime, but Sturgeon brings him back up for first down. He's rolling outside to the right. Looks like a bit of a keeper, a bootleg. Oh, and Matt Rose tracks him down to the outside.
Great play by the Mustangs defense to contain Sturgeon here, but you can see this quarterback likes to use his legs. He likes to get out in the open, try to make something happen with his own legs or his arm out of the pocket.
I don't know if that was by design. You saw Hayward off to his left. If that was a design run, they probably would have had him out as a lead block in some sort of fashion to the play side. So that may have been a bit of an ad lib with something he saw downfield where he just had to pull it down and go. But that's going to bring up about 2nd and 8. Quick release out to the flat. Sturgeon's going to pick up a little chunk here to Copperweight.
You got to see where they're going to spot this ball.
Just sort of
that is a first down for the Fleet. What a great play by Sturgeon, though. You know,
just taking what the defense is giving
taking what the defense is giving you. You got that guy coming on the crossing pattern. You hit him. He goes out of bounds, stops the clock, and the ball, the clock will not stop until the ball, or won't start until the ball is snapped here. That's a great play by Fredericton.
So 1:09 left in the second half here, second quarter. And Sturgeon looking deep. Oh, and some contact on Copperweight. That looks like they're calling it incidental.
There was some big contact down the sideline there. I got to see this replay. Sturgeon, again, puts the ball up there. We didn't get to see all of that, but referees talking to both of them. But there was definitely contact by both players on that play.
You're not really allowed to impede the receiver en route to the ball. Now, whether that collision was deemed incidental or if the ball was deemed uncatchable. So we're set. That's 2nd and 10 here for the Fleet.
I think we must have a timeout here on the field. We have the officials sitting here chatting. Some players with helmets off, so there's definitely a timeout on the field here.
Maybe defensively, as I don't think we have a TV timeout. So the Fleet had used one of their timeouts here defensively.
Yeah, there's no TV timeouts. It's a tough gig up here. We got to keep the show moving, right? There's dead air time. We got to fill it, Chris. That's why they've got the best in the business, Chris Corey, on the play-by-play here.
Well, we'll certainly try our best to keep the game rolling here, but a very entertaining game so far between the Mustangs and the Fleet. So Sturgeon again getting ready for 2nd down. Oh, another dangerous throw, intercepted. Oh, and that's Wesley down the sideline. Sturgeon's gonna have the only one left. Takes him out of bounds. That tip ball, there is a flag down. Possibly on a block on the return.
Yeah, we got a flag down. I think it's after the interception. Sturgeon continues to rifle that ball downfield. You can see the ball gets tipped a little bit there. And again, we've talked about this over the past 3 games, is no quarterback wants to see a tip ball off his receiver's hands. The Mustangs come up with that and take it downfield.
So on paper, that's the 3rd interception for Sturgeon. He's still out there slinging it. Unfortunate break here for the Fleet as they were looking to answer the Mustangs and put some points on the board before halftime. 51 seconds left here in the second quarter. And the Mustangs are going to get the ball back after the 15-yard penalty applied on that return.
Yeah, we had an unnecessary roughness on one of the players there. And that took the ball back 15 yards. That probably helps the Fleet defense here.
So Comfort back in the 22 set, and he's going to the air himself. Oh! Bit of an out pattern for Sam Alonson. Couldn't connect.
No, it looked like Comfort was looking for him to keep going downfield, but he kind of came to a stop on that play. And again, he's just having some miscommunication with his receivers downfield.
The biggest thing for the Mustangs and for Dan Comfort at this point is just making sure you don't throw the ball to anybody in purple.
Exactly, and you're up 10-7. There's 47 seconds left this half. You gotta. Am I gonna just run the clock out, and take the lead, or am I gonna go for it?
And again, going to the air is Comfort, looking to put points, and he's got him on a crosser with yards to go, and he steps out. That was Brady Newcomb going to the middle of the field.
Beautiful hands by Newcomb here. Beautiful hands by him. Watch this. Comfort sees him, gets the ball right to him, turns the ball upfield, heads out of bounds to stop the clock. Great. That's great thinking by a wide receiver.
So 38 seconds left. The Mustangs down inside. Looks like the 26 here, 27 for the Fleet. And again, the Mustangs not content to try to run this clock out. They're looking to score. Comfort going to the air here twice in a row. Let's see if he makes it 3. 22 set, and they go draw to Fogarty or McCackern. Number 10, that's followed up here by that Fredericton defense.
Yeah, that was another play action drop for Comfort there, but Fredericton's defensive line is right on top of that. His 99's right there for the tackle. Nathan Clark.
Clark had a fumble recovery early. Oh, out pattern just in the dirt. Same play we saw earlier. He was unable to connect with Melanson. They sort of went back to it. It's going to bring up third down and about 12.
We've got 27 seconds left in this half. And I'm hoping that they're going to be turning these lights on here for the second half here. Because it could be a challenging second half.
Better check the city budget. But third down for Comfort and the Mustangs. He's going to the air again. Over the middle. Oh, dangerous throw. Looking for Newcomb again on that big gain they had 2 plays ago.
That brings up fourth down.
Well, here you go. That was a great play by Fredericton to again, keep points from being put on the board by the offense. Special teams unit is starting to come out. Comfort has not left the field yet, though.
Comfort looks to appear to be holding for George. Now, whether they have a set play off of this.
Normally, it's Brady Newcomb that's holding that ball. So
that is correct. And
look out here.
Aubrey Ellis is in the backfield here as well. So don't be surprised if they have a little fire call where somebody leaks out and there's a pass to an overload side. Kick is up. It is good.
It is good.
So the Mustangs add to their lead.
That brings the score to the Mustangs 13. The Fredericton Fleet 7.
13-7 for the Mustangs. Ben George adding to this lead. And again, good hold there by Comfort.
Good hold by Comfort. Boy, as a defensive player, you've always got to be ready for anything. And again, that little change of having Comfort in there to hold the ball versus Newcomb, who also has an arm, Chris.
Yep.
I mean, that's just something to keep an eye on later on in this game.
As a defender, you always want to be aware when the quarterback doesn't leave the field on third or fourth down.
Exactly.
Because that should be a light bulb going off that there could be something up.
Fredericton has taken the option of just scrimmaging the ball from their own 35 after that field goal. You do have the choice in Canadian football.
Might save a couple seconds on the clock here, 18.5 seconds. Sturgeon's got the arm to move it downfield. Let's see if he has the time. And he's going deep out of the gate for McDougall. And there is a flag down, 2 flags.
Here we go. We got a conversation between the 2 officials. They're running it in. It's pass interference on the defense. So listen, again, Sturgeon, he's thrown 3 interceptions. He is still taking his shots downfield. Now you've moved your offense up here. You've got 10 seconds left in this game to try to counter and put some points on the board. And, you know, as again, throwing 3 interceptions, if they can somehow find a way of getting that ball in the end zone here, they could take the lead into halftime. Oh, what's going on here? They're coming
marching
back.
it back. I thought that was going to be at the spot of the foul. There's maybe a 5-yard pass interference, but they seem to have the ball spotted. So they're going to be at the 50 for the Fleet. 10.9 seconds left. Moncton Mustangs leading 13-7 here. Going into half. Sturgeon out of the pocket, picking up some yards. Oh, nice tackle there. Looks like McIntyre, he may be a little dazed.
The beautiful thing about that tackle is it kept him in bounds. It kept him in bounds. So the clock will start the second the referee blows it in. Oh, we do have a timeout on the field. Fredericton timeout. Essentially, regardless of the fact, if he's taking a shot for the end zone, this should be the last play of the half.
So 13-7. Again, Sturgeon's shown he's got the arm to get the ball downfield. Let's see if he rolls to a side here. He looks like he's going to have three receivers to the left. A 32 set. Three receivers to the left, two receivers to the right. Hayward in the backfield for pass protection. He could leak out as a receiver as well. Oh, and a bit of a bad snap. Sturgeon still has time. He puts it up. Looking for McDougall. He got turned around. That ball sort of over his outside shoulder. Ball's hopelessly incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half here of a very entertaining and exciting Maritime football final. The Moncton Mustangs leading 13-7 over the Fredericton Fleet. In a very offensive and, I guess, momentum-swinging battle here at Rocky Stone Field.
This game is 13-7. As we've said, the Fleet have put up 3 interceptions, but they are still in this ball game. It's going to be an excellent second half here on Rogers TV. I'm looking forward to it.
Like you said, exciting second half coming up here from Rocky Stone Field. The Maritime Football Championship on the line between the Mustangs and the Fredericton Fleet. There's going to be trophies. There's going to be banners. There's going to be pictures. There's going to be excitement. Don't you dare go away. Restock the refreshments in the fridge. Get back to the couch. We'll be back for the second half from Rocky Stone after this short intermission. Welcome back to Rocky Stone Field. All set for second half coverage here of the Maritime Football Final between the 6-0 Moncton Mustangs and the third seed Fredericton Fleet. Close game out of the first half here. Moncton leads 13-7, but a hotly contested first quarter with the Fleet moving the ball up and down the field. 3 interceptions coming back to haunt them, as Moncton, who won the coin toss at the start of the game, elected to defer, so they chose to receive the ball here at the start of the second, as the kickoff could be going out of bounds, which it does. That's going to give Moncton some good starting field position to start this second half.
Yeah, with that ball going out of bounds, Moncton's going to get that ball right up at their 40-yard line, which is great field position to start the second half for the Mustangs.
Like we talked about earlier, special teams coming into play here, the hidden yardage within the game. Fredericton was pretty good in the first half, but given the Mustangs here an easy 10-15 yards here on that return by having that ball go out of bounds. Fredericton's defense has played well so far. Let's see if they can contain this Mustangs offense in the second half, as Dan Comfort leads the squad out. They got a bit of a full house heavy set here, so tight formation. 2 fullbacks and a tailback in the backfield. The handoff inside. Oh, and he's got some room. Oh, that looks like Fogarty. He's starting the second half out with a bang as he scampers for a good 30 yards down the right sideline.
Yeah, Caleb Fogarty's got some speed. Look at this. He hits the hole hard, finds some open space, and once he gets out in open space, it is tough to bring him down. He's got some wheels on him.
And you can tell with that formation, they had 2 fullbacks, Caldwell, number 99, being one of them, with Fogarty in the backfield. No wide receivers on the right side, just a tight end, 2 receivers to the left. Let's see if they stay with this package. And you're going to see it. Caldwell, 99, 2 receivers out to the left, but they're going to stick to the run inside. Oh, and he's met this time by 44. Inside, that's Rob Schofield.
Great tackle by Schofield here. The Mustangs go right back to the run. Schofield's waiting for it. Pounces on Fogarty, trying to rip that ball out. Or that was Aubrey Ellis.
Oh, Ellis checked back into the game. Moncton's got 3 dynamic tailbacks. Unfortunately, they all look very similar. Fogarty, McEachern, and Aubrey Ellis. Big offensive line here. Like I said, they got tight end as they try the left side behind Caldwell.
Yeah, and it looks like the Mustangs are going to a ball control offense. They hand the ball off to Caldwell again. Or Fogarty, he runs right up behind Caldwell, downfield, picks up, it's third down. Just shy of a first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Let's see if Moncton goes with a hard count here. They've got Fredericton to jump a couple times already to get a free play and a free 5 yards. Let's see if they go on a hard snap count. Oh, it's Fredericton encroaches as they do. Free play for Comfort. He's going to chuck it up. Intercepted or not, it's a free 5 yards and a first down for the Mustangs, as long as Leslie Green isn't injured.
Referee's trying to get communication with his sideline officials, who both had flags down on the play. He is pointing towards the defense. He's talking to an offensive captain right now. It is going to be on the defense.
Now, what happens when a quarterback takes a shot like that on a free play where the defense has committed a foul, and then you commit a foul offensively to offset that after he throws the interception?
The interception's not going to take place because it's the first foul. So you're going to apply the penalty from the line of scrimmage, and then you'll apply the second penalty from there.
As well.
So you got to look at the progression of the penalties. So what happened first, and then you apply it back from that point of where you're going to apply that first penalty.
That is good to know. We've got you covered here as inside handoff again to Fogarty. Stutter step inside, not able to bounce it out. Swarmed up there by the Fredericton defense.
Fogarty on the carry. It'll be 2nd
Yeah, and even though it's intercepted in the end zone like that, if it's a penalty against the defense, that penalty is going to be waived off, or the interception is going to be waived off, and you're going to come back to the line of scrimmage, apply the penalty. You're going to basically go up 5 yards for the offense and redo the down.
That's why we have the president of the New Brunswick Football Officials Association in the booth here with us. We got you covered for all the tough calls as Comfort off right tackle again to Fogarty. He's got some space. That's Reed McKay flowing the ball here.
Here we go. Fogarty once again cuts inside, picks up about another 5 yards. It's now going to be, again, 3rd and 3. These are the third downs you want to have as the Moncton offense. If you can keep it 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, manageable third downs, that's what's going to keep possession of the ball. And in the second half here in a 13-7 ball game, Chris, possession is the most important thing right now. You've got to keep possession of the ball and keep the clock ticking.
I think Moncton wants to keep that Fredericton offense on the sidelines. They hand off again inside. Let's see where they spot that. Again, he had to pick up 2 yards. Caldwell leading it in the middle. But, there's
66.
Alex Murdoch.
Alex Murdoch makes a huge play for the Fleet and keeps it forward. Actually, it's a little bit less than or more than 2 yards now. 4th down, and the offense is still on the field here. Again, you've got Ben George
Comfort's
on your
center going for the sneak. And that old line does the work here for Comfort. So he's able to pick up a couple and move the chains. And again, going on a tap count there. There's no count. He just taps and goes.
He is. And he's got don't forget, he's got a veteran center in Corey Lorette out in the field there. And he's basically lined up on the hip of Corey Lorette. And as soon as Lorette makes his move, he's going off Lorette to pick up that first down. Big difference here in Canadian football versus American football is you'll see offensive players pushing the ball carrier for a first down in American football. In Canadian football, that's a tandem buck penalty. You're not allowed to push a ball carrier forward for a first down or into the end zone.
That's a great call from an official. That's you cannot advance the football by pushing the ball carrier from behind.
That's right. You cannot push a ball carrier in Canadian football forward to advance the ball. That is a tandem buck here in Canada.
Not only do we have great rules, we have great names for the rules.
Yes, we do.
Tandem buck.
You should see the signal from the ref. It's even better.
Hopefully we don't see too many of those. As Fogarty bounces to the right side. He's got end zone. And there is a late flag. Let's see if that affects the score.
Flag down on the play.
But that's going to put the Mustangs ahead here. 19-7 if this play stands. And again, Fogarty able to bounce that.
We got holding on the offense. That is going to take points off the board. There's no penalty that's worse than taking points off the board. And again, Fogarty makes a great run here out to the outside. And that penalty negates the touchdown. And it's now going to be 1st and goal. Looks like it's 1st and goal from the
16 or 17 here. So the score remains 13-7 Mustangs, negating that touchdown. Oh, a naked bootleg by Comfort. He looks to pass. Over the middle, it's tipped. Oh, hits the turf. Dangerous play. His first option was covered up. You're going to see him hesitate here. He's covered. He tries to throw over the middle, tipped up in the air. Quarterback's worst nightmare when you see a ball tipped up over the middle of the field.
Great play by number 60. We don't have his name on the sheet here under the roster for the Fleet, but he gets out and he stops Comfort on that rollout, making him have to get rid of the ball a little bit early. And again, the Mustangs are very lucky that ball hit the ground.
Well, very lucky, and that's the second time they've run that bootleg, and it's been played very well by Fredericton both times. I think we've got Matt Rose down on the field here, which would be a loss for Moncton as he plays both offensive and defensive sides of the ball here, if that's number 11. may have been landed on there going for that loose ball. But he's basically been the additional fullback in the backfield here with that full house formation for the Mustangs, along with 99 Brandon Caldwell.
It's going to be real interesting to see how Rob Weir, head coach of the Mustangs, he's also the offensive coordinator for the Mustangs, how he is going to handle this offense in second down and long here to the goal. This guy knows how to coach football. He was the MVP 2 years in a row in 2010 and 2011, and he's coached the Mustangs to 3 championships from 2008 to 2010. So he knows what he's doing on the sideline as far as a head coach goes. It's going to be real interesting to see if the Mustangs stick with the run, or are they going to test the Fleet downfield with Comfort's arm.
Lots of experience on both sidelines here. And like I said, I like how they came out and started the second half, establishing that run, establishing the line of scrimmage again, keeping that Fredericton offense on the sideline. As this drive continues, another counter play to Fogarty. Oh, and he's swallowed up by number 44. Good play there by Rob Schofield.
Schofield's having an excellent game here. Look at this. Fogarty's out there. There was some green space, but a linebacker has to attack a ball, and that's exactly what he did. He attacks the ball, gets the runner on the ground. It's now going to be 3rd down and 20. It's 3rd and goal from the 20, and the Fleet's defense is keeping this Fleet team in this game.
Fredericton in his zone, backing out. He's got a shot at the end zone. Ball's up. Does he come down with it in traffic? The signal is touchdown. Circus catch by Brady Newcomb as he goes up with 2 defenders.
Great throw by Dan Comfort. Look at Newcomb with 2 defenders right there. Gets his hands up on the ball and manages to come down and keep control of the ball for that touchdown. Took a little bit of discussion even for the officials. They wanted to make sure that he maintained control. Once they did, you saw that delayed touchdown sign come in there. Great play by Comfort and Newcomb. Quarterback to quarterback for a touchdown.
Newcomb, former standout at Moncton High, went up for that ball, elevated. I don't know if we had any other angles on that replay, but they're giving him the benefit of the doubt that he maintained control to the ground with that. And that will put the Mustangs up here 19-7, pending the extra point. And they're going for 2. Looking to make this a 3-score game, and that's incomplete. No flags. So that's going to keep it at 19-7.
Pass is incomplete. That leaves the score. The Mustangs 19. The Fredericton Fleet 7.
So,
what a great drive by the Mustangs. They took off a lot of time off the clock heading into this second half. They've put up another 6 points, making it 19-7. This is a crucial drive. You do not want to come out and get the Fleet don't want to come out and get themselves in a situation like the Ducks did last week. They got to come back and answer points right away, and it's going to be real interesting to see how Fredericton comes out, if they're going to run the ball and try to control the clock, or is Sturgeon just going to come up and start gunslinging the ball downfield?
I think if you're Fredericton, you still have to stick with the run. Hayward's proved that he can move the ball on the ground with them. You don't want another interception, a change of possession here for the Fleet. Obviously, you can take your shot. Sturgeon's shown that he can put the ball up in the air, but you need to establish some possession here again with that run game, I think, for the Fleet.
Absolutely.
George gets ready for the kickoff. Kick is deep to the 5-yard line. That looks like McDougall starting out for the Fleet. He comes right up the middle. He's got a hole as he busts to the sideline. Oh, and he pulled the hamstring and got a hit. Late hit to the head. That's going to be another 15.
Look at this. Beautiful return here. Cuts to the outside. Beautiful hole by the blockers. Gets out. That's what you call a wiggle right there. But there goes that hamstring.
Oh, and
a late hit by number 14. That's going to be another 15-yard penalty up front there. But there was a good chance he was off to the races if it wasn't for this injury.
And he knows he had daylight ahead of him there. And you can see the hamstring tighten up, and you can see him on wobbly legs.
Yeah, you never want to see a receiver or running back reach back for a thigh in the middle of a play like that. It's going to be interesting to see if he's back in this game here, but that'd be a big loss for the Fleet if he doesn't get back.
Well, unfortunately for Sturgeon, that was his go-to receiver out wide, which may force him to stick to the run game here a little more, but that was his deep shot on the outside here for the Fleet. So I've seen a lot of miracles in medicine. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get that hamstring loosened up for him to get back in the game here and run down the sideline effectively.
Watch number 8, Jason Cowperwaite.
They start inside with Hayward. He is going to move the pile backwards here after contact.
We've seen number 8 get open downfield for him as well here today, so that might be his new go-to guy downfield. But they're going to be trying to run this ball for sure here.
He's also 83. Got Dom Hall outside. We saw a deep completion to him in the first half. But again, McDougall was the favorite target of Sturgeon here. Let's see how they adjust. As they come out in a 31 set, trips to the left with Hayward. Oh, nice hitch pass. Oh, through the hands of Copperweight. Couldn't handle the heater from Sturgeon, as there was some zip on that.
Yeah, here he is here. Low snap, gets up. That wasn't one of his crispest passes of today, if that's but ball incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. This is a big play for the Fleet here.
Again, the Fleet in a 32 set, 3 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Hayward in the backfield, a bit of a pistol look here for Sturgeon. He tries to pull it out, nice pump fake. Gets the defensive end to bite, and he throws on the Jets. Big collision by the sideline. Sturgeon stays on his feet. Watch this little stutter step here. He gets that defensive end.
And this is what this quarterback can do. I've seen it as a referee. He can run sideline to sideline. He's got hips like a running back. And he made that defensive end look like a statue, and he was able to get around him and pick up a 1st down.
And that's what this Fredericton offense may need here now that McDougall on the sidelines with that hamstring injury. A little fluty magic. Sturgeon again. Play action. Quick hitch pass. Oh, none. Read nicely by the Mustangs. Want to say that's Riley Wesley out there at the corner. No, that's
like a little screen pass out there that he was trying to get his receiver open out into the wide side of the field, but the Mustangs were right on top of that play.
I couldn't tell if that was Jarrell Jr.'s Joshua Rain or going back to that side to Copperweight. Referees are having a discussion here.
They've determined it's a catch.
They call it a catch. You only have to have 1 foot in.
1 foot in. You got to have control of the ball at the time of going out of bounds. The Mustangs bench wasn't happy with the call, but the referees have determined that it is a catch, and that puts them down to about 3rd and 4, which is a manageable 1st down, or manageable 3rd down to pick up your 1st.
Haven't seen the field goal squad here for the Fleet, but you got to think this could be 4-down territory. As Sturgeon hands off inside to Hayward, stutter step, there is a flag. They swallow that up inside. That's going to be 92. Ooh, late flags coming in from the back as well. But Gabe St. Germain.
And we got a discussion going on here between the referee and the side official. Here comes our field judge.
Felix LeBlanc, Ben Dunstan in there as well.
Let's see what we've got here.
Looks like they're marching towards.
They're still discussing what they're going to do with this ball here. When you're in a big game like this, there's nothing better than having a great umpire. And it looks like we are going up 10 yards, first down for the Fleet.
Not sure if we'll get a call on this. Let's have a listen to head referee Andrew Bubar.
Side. Offense. Unnecessary roughness against the defense.
All right, so what we got on the field, we had offsides on the offense.
Which is 5 yards.
5 yards, and then we had unnecessary roughness against the defense.
Which is usually 15.
15, so we're going to offset. We're going to go up 10 yards, and it's an automatic first down because of the unnecessary roughness.
So basically a 10-yard march off, gain in field position here for the Fleet as Ironhead Hayward is stuffed inside here. Is that Dunstan? Oh, that's Gabe St. Germain, number 92.
Yep. St. Germain gets in there, makes that tackle.
Dunstan there right beside him. As his defensive line looking to stop this drive here by the Fredericton Fleet. And again, their go-to receiver, Mark McDougall, on the sideline at this point with a hamstring injury, but Sturgeon back to pass. Rocket out, oh, just incomplete.
He's been really great at hitting those receivers downfield today, but this one here, he was just a little bit over the head of his wide receiver. Great throw just over top of his wide receiver.
Again, he was just trying to hit that curl route in the zone. Some substitution here by the Fleet. Let's see if they have a different formation. Just some different personnel. Sturgeon back again. Deep ball to the corner. 3 defenders. Oh! 3 Mustangs.
That was quite a play there. Look, as this ball's in the air, there is no Fleet wide receiver in the area, and he gets in there late. There was 3 defenders for the Mustangs. He's lucky that's not interception 4 of the day. Looking across the field, 83 is stretching out like he's looking to possibly get back into this ball game.
Even if he gets back in, I don't think he's going to have the acceleration to run that go route on the outside like he was in the first half. But this is going to bring up a 4th and short for the Fleet. They're not bringing out the field goal unit. They're trying to get this first down. Keep this drive going over the middle. Oh, nice catch in behind the receiver. That's Dom Hall, number 3.
That's
going over the middle.
That's a gutsy throw right here by Sturgeon. Look at this, just zips it in there. Little behind number 3, but he's able to make the catch for a Fleet first down and keep this drive moving.
Now attacking the middle of the field. Most of Sturgeon's throws have been to the outside. Knocking on the doorstep here on the 6-yard line. Mustangs still lead 19-7. A 2-score lead is first down here. They hand off inside to Hayward. Oh, and he's going to hit Paydert for a touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
Look at this replay here. You've got number 80 that comes in from the opposite side of the line to kind of throw off the line, and it opens up a gate for Hayward to just run right through in for that touchdown, untouched basically. Hey, the Fleet are back in this game. It's 19-13. They're about to kick an extra point here. This is a tight football game with 4 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter.
This is a 1-score game, and momentum could almost be switching here, even with the injury to McDougall. Let's see here if the Fleet are able to convert this extra point. 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Nearly blocked, but I believe it went through.
We got a point on the referee's finger telling us it went through. 87's holding.
You're going to see this rush.
Yeah, the hand was definitely got on it there, but it was able to get through the uprights for a point. That makes it 19-14. We got ourselves a 5-point ball game here.
Now it's up to the Mustangs offense to come out and answer. Again, time of possession going to come in here to play as well.
Again, it's going to be, is Rob Weir going to stick with the run and just try to tick the seconds off this clock? Or is he going to come out and still take shots downfield?
This is where you go with the strength of your team. The strength of the Mustangs has been all year big, powerful offensive line, big, powerful defensive line, linebackers. That's what you want to take to the dance. So let's see how the Mustangs come out here as they look to receive this kick. This one will stay in bounds. And Caldwell on the return, number 99. The fullback with some wheels.
Yeah,
he
look
gets
at
his
this
hand
guy.
on the football.
You don't want this train to pick up speed. You got to get this guy down to the ground as quick as possible. And you can see, where do you take the train down? You take him at the wheels. Don't be tackling this guy high. You got to take him out at the ankles, and that's exactly what the Fleet were able to do there.
Now that's a good way to negate teams that have a dynamic kick returner, a speed burner, that where you're scared of giving up a touchdown. You kick it to one of the upbacks who may not be as fleet of foot, but when you're kicking it to a 320-pound upback, you might get trucked in the train tracks as he brings it upfield. So again, starting at the 40 here for the Mustangs. 22 set for Comfort as they run off a right tackle. Looks like Ellis back in the game, number 34.
Yeah, and that's what the Mustangs are going to do. They're going to run the ball. Look at Ellis here, right up the middle. Let's get up, pick up 5 yards, and keep this clock running.
And the Mustangs do a great job of double teaming at the line of scrimmage and getting up to second level to the linebackers. You'll see as the tackle doesn't play with the D end, Caldwell will kick that D end out. That right tackle is already up in the second level from there. So Ellis again off right side trying to bounce it. That looks like number 50.
There's not a lot of room at the line of scrimmage. Fredericton's playing pretty tight to the line of scrimmage. They're playing 1 DB back. Everybody else is up at the line. And they are going to play very aggressively defensively here. They do not want they want to shut down the Mustangs running game and put the ball in Comfort's hand and say, if you want to beat us throwing it.
And this is similar to what the Wanderers did. They're going to try to take away this run. So the Fleet just playing a single high safety, look to be man coverage. 4-3 look. They go with that slot sweep.
We got a whistle down, so that's going to tell me this is on the offense.
Usually some motion pre-snap here if that's whistle dead as opposed to a free play. And this is on third down. This is going to bring up 3rd and long for the Mustangs.
So that's exactly what happens. So the reason why you would blow this down is if the wide receiver crosses through the neutral zone and gets into the defensive backfield, you're going to kill that play. So that's exactly what 66, the official, did, and it's 3rd and long. These are the situations.
Almost a double jump. Comfort changing the play here at the line. Again, going on a hard count, trying to get the Fleet to jump. He's going to the air. He hits that quick curl outside. Oh, that's going to be swallowed up, but it's going to be close. He may have got it with forward progress. Let's see where they mark it. He had to get to the 50.
Yeah, we've talked about second efforts all day, and this is an excellent second effort. Look at this spin, gets knocked back, and says no. Let's go forward and pick up that first down. Gutsy play there by the offense for a first down.
And good job there by right tackle, number 69. Running to the play, Jamie Ward. Only 6'6", 320. Getting downfield, helping his receiver out. Moving the chains here for the Mustangs. So this brings up first down from the 51. Comfort to the air again. Quick hitch to LeBlanc. He's got a seam. Oh, and some wheels. Taken down there.
Look at the speed on this wide receiver, 84.
And an easy
little
pitch
play,
and catch.
Yep.
Little hitch pattern and
little play action pass. get the defense to freeze a little bit, hit them on the outside, and if you can get burning speed from your wide receiver like that, look for that play to happen again shortly.
So again, the Mustangs in a 22 set, 2 receivers to both sides. Caldwell, same play to the other side of the field. Oh, nice tackle down low. This time they try the same play to Sam Melanson. It's going to pick up 5 yards.
In last week's game against the Ducks, the Mustangs, when something worked well with them, they kept going to the well until you stopped it. Then they throw something else to you. So there's 2 plays back-to-back to opposite sides of the field, basically the same play. Let's see what they come out here now.
Once you can set that play up too, because you can pump fake the hitch, have your slot run a wheel route deep down the sideline, which you'll hit. Oh, we have a flag early. Time clock violation, it looks like, against the Mustangs. Wow. Which we don't see often, but 3.2 seconds left in the third quarter.
Here's another big difference of Canadian football versus American football. When the referees blow the time in American football, you got 40 seconds to snap the ball. Here in Canada, it's 20 seconds. So these offenses, once they hear the referee put the ball in play, they've got to pick things up. You got 20 seconds to snap that ball.
And that's why language is important as well. Offensively, you can't have a play call that takes 15 seconds to call in the huddle or at the line when you only have a 20-second play clock. Now Comfort, again with that counter play. Ellis able to fall forward here for a couple yards.
Yeah, that play's not working so well for the Mustangs. That little fake counter play. Fredericton that's the second time we've seen that, and Fredericton's right on top of it every time.
That's the third time I think we've seen it. At one time, the fumble caused by the Mustangs. It was on that play with that mesh point.
It was third time. It was the third time they ran that. They had that miss snap on the one play. That brings the end of the third quarter. Again, we have got a tight football game here. The sticks are changing up here. And it is 3rd down and 8 for the Mustangs. And this is not what you want as your offense here. This is basically saying we've got to throw this ball. Or are they going to play for field position and just get Ben George in the spot for...
Or do you take a shot to the end zone here? Try to put up some points. Oh, he's got the out pattern. Can't connect with LeBlanc. Bit of a wobbler, so that's going to bring out 4th down. The benefit, you got your security blanket of having Ben George here with the big leg to be able to come out here and kick you out of trouble.
And that's what they're doing. They're bringing Ben George out. Another 3 points would be great here for the Mustangs. This is a long kick, though. They're on the 50-yard line.
This is going to be punt formation.
They're in punt formation. And don't forget,
you can still
if
get
Ben
a rouge.
George punts it into the end zone, it doesn't come out, that's still a rouge, and he could put another point on the board.
That would only bring the score to 20-14, still a 1-score game. But a boomer by George, like you said, bringing Dom Hall back into his end zone. Oh, he could give up a safety. He brings it out.
He brings it out, and that's all he wants to do is get it out of the end zone, and that ball's going to come up to the 20-yard line. But that's exactly what Ben George did. And great job by number 3 to turn and pick up that ball, almost Willie Mays style, to prevent that rouge happening in the end zone.
Well, like you said, he caught that over the shoulder. If that ball bounces out of the end zone, that's 1 point for the Mustangs. So good job there to save the point. Get it. He just has to get it back out of the end zone, even to the 1-yard line. That ball will come out to the 20. So the Fleet now will scrimmage from the 20-yard line. 14:28 left in the fourth quarter. The Maritime Championship on the line here. The Fredericton Fleet in purple with the ball. The handoff inside to Hayward. He bounces it out. Stiff arm. Oh, taken down. Oh, Rose still on his feet. A host of Mustang tacklers finally get Hayward down. A hard-fought run for a gain of 2.
Good job by the Mustangs here. Look, he looks like he's going to roll out. But number 11 there was able to keep him back till the rest of his guys came in there to take him down to the ground. Great job by number 11,
That's Matt Rose.
Rose for the Mustangs.
Good team defense flowing the ball there by the Mustangs, but a lot of broken tackles there by Hayward. Now Sturgeon's got 3 receivers to the right, the wide side of the field. He's looking to the air. He's got a corner route. Oh, with Dom Hall off his fingers. He had him to the short side of the field.
Hall would love to have this ball here. Look at this. Sturgeon, beautiful throw. Tight spiral downfield, wide open, and he just can't haul it in.
A game of inches. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8 here for the Fleet on their own 22. 13:34 left in the 4th. Hope you're strapped in here for the 4th quarter. Don't even get up to get a bite to eat. Call skip the dishes. This is going to be a doozy of a finish as Sturgeon again over the middle. Oh, he's got him. That's Copperweight. He took a shot. But he's got enough for a first down here up to the 48.
Like I said, watch out for number 8 with 83 on the bench. This guy has been a good target downfield for Sturgeon today. He's got some great speed, great hands. That is a great first down on a 3rd and 8 deep in your own territory.
Fredericton has made the Mustangs defend every blade of grass defensively here and really spread that defense out. Obviously attacking the seams here between the slots. Now they've got a 23 set, 2 receivers right, 3 to the left. Oh, and Sturgeon, oh, he's in trouble. Swallowed up by that defense. Jason Terrace, number 91, that's Felix LeBlanc. Good job of staying home, forcing that QB back inside.
Yeah,
Dunstan and Xavier Malone cleaning that up.
Yeah, he was cutting out there looking for something on the outside of the formation. It wasn't there. And at that point, let's just take a knee and move on to the next play.
Let's live to fight another day here if you're Hunter Sturgeon. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 13. Again, in that 23 set, he's throwing the hitch pattern outside to Copperweight. Breaks a bit of one tackle. And that may very well be enough for a first. Wow, with a hitch.
What a great play here by number 8. Good throw by Sturgeon. Picks it up, takes the receiver or the DB on one-on-one, fights through 32 for a first down for the Fleet. Don't forget this drive started on their own 20-yard line, and they've had 2 big 3rd down plays to pick up first downs.
And surprisingly, it's the Fleet's offense that is sort of grinding down the Mustang defense here a bit. They do have a lot of substitutions they can bring in for fresh legs, but they got 4 receivers right. They hand off inside to Hayward. He's still on his feet up near the 40.
Yeah, Hayward took that right up the middle. Right through the defensive line. There was no linebackers there, and the DBs were the ones that had to be responsible for bringing them down. He is a tank with the ball. That's another Fleet first down.
So 10:50 now left in the 4th quarter. Moncton leads 19-14. Fredericton marching the ball here now onto the Mustang side of half. From the 40. Late flag here, could be an offside.
Looks like an offside on the defense. Yeah, it looks like it's offsides on the defense. Oh, wait.
It's on
it looks
offense.
like
It's
they
a false
pointed
start.
to the offense.
I believe one of the receivers may have crossed early. So in Canadian football, like you mentioned, receivers have what they call a waggle, where you can run up to the line of scrimmage. You don't have to be stationary on the line. And sometimes in timing that with the cadence of the QB, they cross the line of scrimmage before the ball is actually snapped.
This is another interesting decision by the Mustangs coaches. They've decided to decline that penalty versus take them back 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 here.
So they'll give up the yard gain and take a down off the board. Trips to the left. He's slinging it. Oh, back shoulder pass. That's caught by number 80. Using all the tools in the tool belt. That's Brady Manderville.
Yeah, look at Sturgeon here. Everybody's looking to number 8, and 80 comes down underneath. Makes a great catch and picks up another first down for the Fleet. They've currently got the ball down at the 25-yard line. They're taking this almost the entire field here.
Let's see if the Mustangs adjust coverage here at all. Looks like they're manned up. Oh, through the hands of Hall.
Pass is incomplete. That brings up second down.
Looked like this ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it was. It came out a little fluttery there over the line of scrimmage, but it just went over number 3. That's going to bring up second down.
So let's see if the Mustangs start bringing some pressure now up the middle with these linebackers. Play a little more cover 0 coverage, as in it's going to be one-on-one with no help. Try to take some time away from Sturgeon because he's, fumble on the field. He's able to jump on it. Bit of a mixed handoff. I'm not sure if he doesn't like being jumped on at the end.
It looked like he was, looks like he was going to make a play, and then at the last minute tried to put the ball into the running back's hands, and he wasn't expecting it. Ball's on the field. He's lucky that he was able to recover that. That's going to make it 3rd and about 15. So this is a big play for the Fleet.
Recovers his own fumble, makes tackles on his interceptions. Some good qualities in the QB. So again, trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. He's looking right. That underneath route. Oh, dangerous throw. They're calling it a catch, as he was able to keep that off the turf. That's Brady Manderville.
Manderville makes a good catch here. That puts them into some decisioning here. It's going to be 4th down and about 8 yards left to go. And the offense is staying on the field. Sturgeon's still on the field.
Yeah. I think Manderville was happy that ball was low because he had a DB coming in for a big hit. Sturgeon again to the air. He's taking that hitch past the Copperweight. He's down to about the 6.
Yeah, here we go. Sturgeon going to this favorite target right now. That's number 8. Wide open on the outside of that field again. The Mustangs are going to have to look at putting some extra pressure over on him.
At this point here, you might have to start playing some press man, tight coverage, whether you keep a safety in there or not, but you're going to have to take some time away from QB Hunter Sturgeon here because he's been able to pick this defense apart on this drive. Let's see if they go back. Hayward's ran the ball in here for the 2 majors for the Fleet. Let's see if they try the ground game again. Oh, and Hunter takes it, pulls it out. He's going for the end zone, dragged down from behind. That looks like Matt Rose.
Yeah, he did the fake handoff here. Little fake handoff, keeps the ball himself. The defense bit on the run, but luckily they were able to get him outside.
Wow, so that's going to bring up second.
We're down at the 3-yard line here.
2nd and goal. Oh, and they do give the Hayward. Oh, big stick inside. Is that Dunstan? Or that might be Jermaine. Can't tell if that's 96 or 92.
Hayward on the carry.
Ben Dunstan, 96. Boom, comes off that block.
Great play by the Mustangs to keep him out of the end zone.
Touchdown saving tackle. Clinging to a 19-14 lead here. 6:22 left in the 4th quarter. 3rd down. Goal to go from, looks like the 1. This time Hayward stuffed. Some different reactions here.
The officials are coming in to have a look at this. There is no signal at this point. The umpire's looking for the ball. It looks like they're putting it back on the 1.
Some people saying a fumble, some people saying
even
short.
though he reaches for the end zone, if his knees touch the ground, it's going to be short of the end zone.
So if his knee is already down, even though you try to break the plane
That's right.
later, you cannot be down any part of your body yet.
But it goes where the ball is when the knee touches. But in Canadian football, it goes back to the 1.
This is 4th down. Sturgeon under center, trying to sneak, fumbles. May have been a hard count. Not sure who jumped. We're gonna have to let the officials.
We got a late flag in here. We got flags down by a referee or umpire, and a late flag has just happened.
It looks like the center leaned forward there before snapping the ball. We got a player down. I'm not sure if that is the center or not. 2 players down, one from the Mustangs, one from the Fleet. So it looked like they may have tried a QB sneak there with Sturgeon.
I don't know if Sturgeon ever actually received the ball.
I don't believe he did once that snap, I think, hit the leg of the center. You're going to see here, I believe that's the player down as well here as he's motions, and then the ball never gets back to Sturgeon. And you can tell there's a couple injuries on the field.
It looks like there was almost a double snap. Like the ball got stuck, and he tried to snap it a second time. And we're going to kill the play right there for a procedure. So that's going to be procedure on the offense. What these other flags are going to be very interesting
to see. But based on the initial call, it should be procedure offense back 5 yards. Still be 4th down and 6 or so here for the Fleet.
Okay, here comes our referee.
Looks like he's going over to the sideline to...
Look, both coaches want his attention.
Yep. Now also, too, when you've been snapping all day in shotgun and then to execute the snap under center can cause an issue here with the center quarterback exchange.
Fredericton coach does not look happy with whatever exchange they just had with the referees. I'm curious what happened with that ball. We didn't see the outcome of that play, whether it was recovered by the Fleet or the Mustangs, because that would have a big impact on who was going to have possession after these penalties.
The defense was lined up offside.
Procedure on the offense.
Sorry, roughness.
4th down.
So
okay, so we've got 2 penalties at offset. We've got the procedure and the offsides. They're going to offset. Fredericton's going to keep possession of the ball. But it's a 15-yard penalty for the unnecessary roughness, which is a very undisciplined penalty by the wide receiver in the end zone. Now it's going to be 4th down and goal from the 15-yard line. 16-yard line?
They were on the 1, so the 15-yard penalty.
And who do we need to watch right now, Chris? Like, just heading into this play, the Mustangs have got to keep an eye on number 8. He has been crucial on this drive on big plays here on 3rd down.
He's going to get a cushion. Let's see if they go over the middle again as they empty it out. Oh, tipped at the line, intercepted by the Mustangs, which is going to keep the points off the board. Big stop by the defense.
Sturgeon tries to throw the ball right over the middle. It's knocked down and intercepted.
That's 96. That'd be Dunstan. Oh, it's 59. Jason Terrace.
That's Jason Terrace, former head coach of the Mustangs. We talked earlier this season, Chris, about the leadership that Terrace provides on that defense, and he just showed his team, I'm getting this ball back so our offense can come out onto the field. What a great play by Jason Terrace.
Well, most importantly, keeping points off the board here for the Fleet. So the Mustangs clinging to a 19-14 lead here. 5:22 left in the 4th quarter. The Maritime Championship on the line as the Mustangs start out again with Fogarty. He's got space off the left side. He's heading to the sideline. It's a foot race. And he's pushed out just around the 55 at midfield. Big gain on 1st down.
That's exactly what the Fleet could not allow to happen. Momentum is such a big factor in this game. The Mustangs got the momentum with that interception, and then to come back and let them give up a big play like that, that is not what you need right now as a Fleet defense.
And again, you don't want to second guess, but coming back to your 4th and 1, undisciplined 15-yard penalty away from the play in the end zone. We cost you those 15 yards on 4th down.
We talk about Jason Terrace keeping points off the board. It was that penalty that kept the points off the board. Going 4th and 1, offsetting penalties at the 1, and then to take that 15-yard penalty, that's undisciplined football.
Another run here for Fogarty off the right side. There is a late flag in the backfield. He's still on his feet. Oh! Late hit.
When you see a flag back in the offensive backfield like that, that's going to be holding on the offense. I didn't see it, but I know I've thrown that flag, and it's 9 times out of 10 for offensive holding. So that ball's going to be coming back to the line of scrimmage, back 10 yards, and it will be a repeat of first down.
First down replayed.
That is coming back. Fredericton will not decline this penalty. 4:48 on the clock. So we approach the 3-minute warning here in the 4th quarter. Mustangs with the 19-14 lead and the ball, as they will now scrimmage from the 44-yard line. As I get these subliminal messages for the Chris Rock Tavern. Obviously Rocky Stone, Chris Shaban, longtime football supporters here in Moncton. Oh, hard count here by Comfort, trying to get the defense to tip their hand again. Changing it at the line. Off to the left side, another flag in the backfield. Fogarty, another hold. Let's see if this is against the offense.
This is going to be against the offense again. This play rolled out to the umpire side of the field. He's got the flag for the holding now. And this is really backing the Mustangs up. You had momentum, and the last thing you want to do is give up momentum here, because we're in a one-score ball game. This is a one-score ball game. Anything can happen here. There's still lots of time on the clock. We've got the full 3-minute timing involved here in the 4th quarter.
But now you're 1st and 30. You don't want to be in a predictable situation of passing the ball against this defense.
If you're the Mustangs, if you're the Fleet defense, you know they're running the ball here. You know they're running it.
There's the run to Fogarty, and that's swallowed up viciously. That's nice job, linebacker.
There's a
blitzing
linebacker.
That gap.
There's a linebacker coming in and attacking the ball like we've talked about. That brings up a long second. And, you know, it's 3 minutes and 42 seconds. The Mustangs, again, are most likely going to run this ball here.
This is where, how big of a chance do you want to take? Do you go to the air to extend this drive and eat the clock? You're going to go to the air. He is going to roll him out to the right. He's got a couple options. Oh, he lays out for it. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down.
I just don't understand the risk on that play. You're taking a risk of throwing the ball downfield, which is well beyond or before the first down markers. Just run the ball there. Run the clock. Now the clock is stopped, saving more time for the Fleet's offense. And this is 3rd down and about 25 here.
Mustangs have to get to about the 46 of the Fleet on their side of the field for a first.
And now the Fleet defense is backing up. This is a passing down.
This could be trouble over the middle. Oh, caught by us. Oh, he's got the first. Huge play. That's Trites, number 14. Second effort.
Wow. What a play. What a play by Dan Comfort here. And Trites, I mean, what a great play by the two of these players to pick up that first down. If you're a Fleet defender, all you got to do is keep the ball in front of you. Keep the ball in front of you, and you allowed the play to get behind you. And that's a tough first down for the Fredericton Fleet. We are officially at the 3-minute warning.
2:44 with the clock running. 3rd and 20. You don't want to give that up as the Fleet. Fresh set of downs for the Mustangs. You know they're going to be pounding the rock here inside. And a good 5 yards on first down here for, looks like Fogarty.
Listen, the Mustangs are a very experienced playoff team in this league. They are one of the top teams. If they are the top team. They're defending champions of this league. This was going to be a tough game for the Fleet. This is their first time back in the league since 2016. But in their first year back in the league, here they are in the finals. 1 score out of being in the lead with 2 minutes left to go in the game.
So comfort again. Fogarty finds a seam. Another first for the Mustangs. As they're inside the 30 here for the Fleet.
You know, it just goes to show how much confidence the Mustangs have in Fogarty here. To have him still in the ball game, carrying the ball with 2 minutes left to go in the game. They're trying to win this game out. And, you know, you would expect Aubrey Ellis to be the guy in there, but it just goes to show how much confidence they have in this young kid.
Again, confidence in their tailbacks, but confidence in that offensive line, who's really been the strength here all season for the Mustangs up front. It's another run inside again. That looks like McCackern, possibly number 10. Yeah, that is 10. I didn't think Fogarty had the arm ink.
No, that's McCackern right up the middle. Keeps the clock moving here.
It'll be 2nd and 2.
The clock is rolling. We're down to 1:37.
So a 5-point lead here for the Mustangs. Obviously can't afford a turnover at this point. Another run inside for McCackern. He's going to bounce it. He's got some daylight. He gets the end zone. Oh, just hand down at the shoelaces. Well, that's going to bring up 1st and goal. You can tell the fresh legs. Fogarty got him down here. McCackern.
What a great run by 10 to bounce outside like this. And look at 7 holding on to keep him from getting in that end zone. Great run by the Mustangs. Now it's going to be 1st and goal. And they have a chance to really seal this victory by punching this ball into the end zone.
A touchdown here would seal it, making it a 2-score game here for the Mustangs. So a 5-point lead, 1:07 left on the clock. Quick snap inside. Oh, and he's got it. Walks in for the touchdown.
On the carry, that's good for a Mustangs touchdown.
So he gets rewarded for the drive.
And here we go. McCackern keeps the ball right up the middle into the end zone for 6 points. You know, we talk about smart football, disciplined football. And, you go back to that unnecessary roughness in the end zone against the Fleet's wide receiver. That's gonna keep him up a little bit. That's gonna keep him up thinking, should I have taken that penalty?
Not only that, you go back to the 3rd and 25, giving up the first down over the middle. A couple plays to think about as you're enjoying some refreshments after the game. But that's going to make the score 26-14 for the Mustangs. 1 minute left. Now again, nothing out of the realm of possibility here. But you're going to need 12 points. You're going to basically needing 2 scores. You're down 12 points for the Fleet. So you're going to need to score and recover an onside kick.
And right now, the way this score sits, 26-14. Right now, it looks like Rob Weir is going to win his 4th title as a head coach of the Moncton Mustangs, helped out by the former coach who intercepts the ball, Jason Terrace. I mean,
hey, that's
everybody's getting making sure they're part of this victory.
And that's, you want to be make sure you're out there in the trenches with your teammates and that on that goal line stand. He certainly was, as Ben George kicking off here for the Mustangs. Short kick, looking to negate the return. Oh, some good hands by the up back, 56.
That's an
Dan
interesting.
McCullough.
That's an interesting call there to just short kick it like that. You're giving Fredericton some field position. 55 seconds left in this ball game, which again in Canadian football is a lot of time with under 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
And we know Sturgeon has no problem putting it in the air and reaching the end zone. Let's see if he's going to have the time to take a shot here. Guess we should also congratulate today being the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League draft. Congratulations to all the New Brunswickers selected today. As Sturgeon over the middle. Oh, intercepted by Xavier Malone, which should seal it for the Mustangs as he just goes down. 47 seconds left. Sturgeon's fourth interception of the day, but
we got flags on the play here, down deep. Going to be interesting to see what this call is. Referees are having a conversation right now.
should have no effect on the interception, I don't believe. I believe Moncton will still have possession of the ball and maybe some offsetting penalties after the play.
Moncton's players are telling us it's going their way. But let's wait and see what the call is here from the referee. He is talking to the Mustang players, so it looks like it is.
Possession.
Unnecessary roughness.
Against Moncton. 15-yard penalty. First down.
And it's going to be first down for the Mustangs.
47 seconds left.
Listen, Sturgeon threw, that's his fifth of the day, but you know, the Mustangs defense was playing past there all the way. Sturgeon had to pass that ball. You know, from a statistics standpoint, 5 interceptions is a tough day, but I want to say this kid had a heck of a ball game. For this being their first season back in this league, they beat the Wanderers last week in the semifinal, and listen, they were right into this game late into the fourth quarter here, and Comfort's going to knee it out.
Comfort has 4 downs here to take a knee.
Second down for the Mustangs.
But like you said, for first year back in existence here for the Fleet, got to be considered a huge victory here for the Fleet to, again, beat the Wanderers, second place team, a strong powerhouse here in the league.
This is the first time in 5 years that another team other than St. John and Moncton have been in the finals. So Fredericton has got to be proud of what they've accomplished this year. There is no question. But they were coming in against the best team in the MFL, the Moncton Mustangs.
Mustangs undefeated throughout the season. They will bump their record to 8-0 here in the final as the clock runs 18 seconds.
This is going to be the last snap of the ball game.
Look forward to hopefully next year as well, Nova Scotia and PEI being back in the league. As your Moncton Mustangs are going to hold on here and retain the Maritime Football Championship for 2021. As the final flag flies.
To the end of the game, your final score, the Mustangs 26, the Fredericton Fleet 14. Congratulations to the Moncton Mustangs, the 2021 Maritime Football League champions.
That was one heck of a Maritime final right there.
That was
between
a great
Fredericton
ball
and
game.
Moncton.
Great ball game. Final score 26-14 for the Moncton Mustangs. But again, Fredericton was right in this ball game with 5 minutes left to go.
Again, 26-14 the final, but like you said, a one-score game down here with minutes, with Fredericton knocking on the doorstep on the 1-yard line with a chance to take the lead late in the game, to Moncton coming back and answering and putting the game out of reach. A couple big defensive stands for both teams. And again, another successful Maritime season here. Both teams to be congratulated. Fredericton, first year back in the league, making it to the final. Moncton Mustangs, champions once again for Ray Dunn, for all the staff here at Rogers, Chris Corey signing off from Rocky Stone. We'll see you next year.
Following tonight's game.